boy Rick Capo coming at y'all with another video. And I want to title this video, Vince McMahon Doesn't Forget. Why do I title it that? Because Vince McMahon is very petty. Like, case in point with Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, ever since coming back, has been basically a shell of his former self. First of all, he came back as a general manager. Stephanie has been bullying this dude, punking this dude out. Then he became a ragdoll for Ronda Rousey, where they had the little fight in the ring, and Rousey just threw Kurt around like a child. Then Triple H makes an example of him in the Survivor Series match, on the winner takes all match with SmackDown versus Raw. So then he comes back. He's a shell of his former self, and he's not really, and he's jobbing like crazy. And the Baron Corbin job was the ultimate icing on the cake right there. And even though I felt that he put him over at Mania on good terms, but the first time, you can't tell me that they ain't trying to make Kurt eat shit. So even after that, Monday he gives his send-off. What do? They bring Lars Sullivan out there and he destroys Kurt. And you may not see him no more. It's the same way with the Dudley Boyz. They did the Dudley Boyz the same way by having these guys jobbing out and to these tag teams. I can understand that they're veterans and they want to put over certain teams, but considering that these guys was in different promotions and they was talking real crazy, Vince signed those guys back, give them a Hall of Fame deal. I'm like, look, y'all gonna have to earn y'all way up. Y'all gonna have to eat crock. Who else did they do it to? They did it to the Hardy Boys too, because the Hardy Boys was doing that same shtick, like, you know, on the indies, talking all that noise about the WWE. And as soon as they get signed, they just sabotage. Like, they just sabotage their whole gimmick, like the whole delete gimmick. That was money in the indies and the TNA, but now they sabotage that. So Matt Hardy comes back to his former self, and they win the tag titles on Tuesday, and then Lars Sullivan destroys them. Even you can go back to even Eric Bischoff. You knew Vince had fun with this, but see, a lot of these guys ain't gonna really complain about that because they getting paid big money. I mean, to put up through humiliation for what, 5 to 10 minutes, they figure this is nothing. And plus, I think in Vince McMahon's mind, he figures that if I had to get my face shoved up in Rikishi's butt crack, this is nothing for y'all. Oh, y'all forgot about Hulk Hogan too. Yeah, he did the same thing with Hulk Hogan when Hulk Hogan came back in 2002, because him and Vince have a love-hate relationship. And I think Vince felt a sort of way when Hogan left. And when he came back in 2002, that's when he really started making an example out of him. Like, having the Undertaker hog tie him on that motorcycle and driving around the building. That was funny. Then you had him basically get destroyed by Brock Lesnar and beaten in a bloody pulp and never gotten that receipt back. And then, of course, who else did we have? Then you had Paul Heyman. Now, you know, he had to make Paul Heyman an example too. It's just a timeline of things. Like, you know, you go against the company for years, and then when they bring you back, they want to bring you in and humiliate you some sort. And a lot of these guys are gonna put up with it because the check is good. So, am I tripping about this? Do y'all see what I see? Or give me some more examples of what I see, because maybe I'm tripping. So, this is King Eric the Great signing out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to check out Electric Productions, which is the beats that you hear right now, at ECLECTIC Productions at PRODUTIONS. So, holla back at your boy.